What's up, TWU Local 100? I'm Eddie Lizarraga. I'm a train operator, 16 and a half years down in the hole. And I'm also with Transit Workers for a Fighting Union. This is going to be the first in a series of videos that we're going to be doing based on our 5-point program that you may have seen. It's been posted up in crew rooms, locker rooms, and we also were distributing this while we were collecting signatures for this upcoming election. And this is going to be a very important election. We are differentiating ourselves from everyone else precisely because we are putting forward a program of struggle. These 5 points are devised to set our union on a course that is going to fight back against all these cuts that have been going on for decade after decade, contract after contract. So I'm here to introduce our candidates for E-Board: Richard Latanzi, RTO; Thomas Cowperthwaite, TA Surface Maintenance. And before we get into it, I just want to give a quick backdrop. It's no mystery. Our city is decaying, as is the transit system. And without a doubt, with this upcoming budgetary crisis, with the TA crying that they have no money, they plan on taking it out of our hides. And the even bigger backdrop, well, right now, North Carolina is underwater. The Middle East is on fire, bombs dropping, genocide, and dangerous nuclear brinksmanship against Russia is taking place in Ukraine. The bosses and their political parties' priorities are very clear. Billions for war, absolutely nothing, the shaft, for us workers. So I'm going to read the first point in our program. We move New York. We should be able to afford to live here. We need raises high enough to win back what we've lost to inflation and give back contracts, plus full cost of living adjustments, what is known as COLA, against inflation. We shouldn't have to work tons of overtime and endure long commutes just to make rent. And that's point one. And to further expand on that, take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Eddie. Hi, everybody. My name is Richard Latanzi. I'm also a train operator. Been in title about 17 years. And I'm excited to present a program that will actually begin to address some of the needs that we need to get. And one of the things that makes our program distinct from our existing leadership and many of those out there who would like to vie for leadership is that our program fully relies on our own power and our own organization to get what we need. That is our starting point. I think that it's a truth historically that everything good that we have is a result of struggle, whether it's pensions, healthcare, any safety rules. Previous generations of transit workers have struggled for those things, and they won them by acting against the bosses and against the state. And I think that that truth is still the same today. If we want anything, we're going to have to fight them. And I'm excited to present a program, and we're putting ourselves forward to fight for that program on the E-Board so that it creates policies that actually express our interests and, relies on us to fight for them. So one of the things that we talk about in our first point is COLA. COLA stands for cost of living adjustment. So to be able to live in New York, we need significant wage increases. That's a fact. But in addition to that, we need to be able to protect our ability to pay, our purchasing power. And one of the ways that we could do that is by fighting for COLA. And with COLA, our incomes would be adjusted year by year over a period of time, depending on the cost of things. So the price of eggs goes up by a certain percent, our wages should also go up a certain percent.
I'm a bus mechanic in Brooklyn Buses. I've been there about 31 years. I have no intention of leaving the union or the industry until we get our TWU Local 100 in fighting footing. And for way too long, our union misleaders have simply taken what the MTA and especially what the politicians have told them is the limits of what's acceptable, of what's responsible to ask for. And they've basically negotiated give-back contracts, substandard contracts, and we're sinking. We're definitely sinking. Contract after contract. This last one was especially insulting. 3%, 3.5%. Everyone knows we've lost 10 or 20% of our purchasing power in this recent period. And like workers all across the country, there's a burning need to fight back as the working class. Let's see. Our union is way too divided, and buses were divided between MTA Bus, MAPSTOA, TA Surface. We have ATU, two ATU locals, one in Queens and one in Staten Island. We're also divided by division, by title, by young, by old. And only Transit Workers for Fighting Union has a program to weld all those divisions together, turn our union into one powerful fist, not different fingers that can be chopped off each one. How many of you know that ATU doesn't even have a contract? Not too many people know that. That's an abominable state of affairs that should never exist in this union or in this industry. So we're going to be talking about our program in the next few series of videos. What makes us different is that we do have a program of struggle. We understand what the powers that be want from us. They want us to pay for their wars. They want us to help them line their pockets. On COLA, Richard made the point, we need to protect our purchasing power. But COLA existed before it was taken away. It was robbed, like many other things. And you're going to see us in struggle, and that's what makes us different. Eddie?
Well, I think that kind of encapsulated point one. I want to encourage everyone to check us out on social media. And we're gonna be presenting our program via a series of videos upcoming, as I mentioned earlier. And with that, I'd like to say good night to everyone. Peace out.